This
Introduction.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So yeah, today first let me start with what is Salesforce and what exactly as part of the Salesforce we do. So all those things in first three sessions we'll be understanding about the basics of the Salesforce. So what is Salesforce? So what are the different services provided by Salesforce? So what exactly? So where we are going to work? So what are the different types of job opportunities? So all those things we are going to discuss. Okay. So first let me start with a concept called cloud computing. The reason why we need to know about cloud computing, Salesforce is based on the cloud computing. Okay, so there are um, many other software technologies based on the cloud computing. So example, Amazon AWS, right? Google Cloud Platform, Microsoft Azure, Salesforce, so Microsoft Dynamics, Zoho CRM. There are different companies. They are offering the services based on the cloud computing concept. Okay, so here, so what is this cloud computing? The pictorial representation of the internet is cloud. Okay, so whenever, so in general, right, whatever the internet we use in a pictorial representation, they represent as cloud. Cloud is nothing but internet, right? So as soon as internet is there, you can start working, right? That's the concept of cloud computing, right? So no need to stick with, let's say you have your laptop. So no need to wait for your laptop to work. So if your laptop is not available, so any computer, so whatever is available, you should be able to log in and start working for that. Okay, so such kind of concept, right? So here cloud computing is nothing but internet, internet computing. So there are many companies in the market, so by following the cloud computing concept, right? So cloud computing is a concept. So we cannot say I am working for cloud computing. The next question, as part of the cloud computing, which technology you are working? That's the question people ask. We have to say either Salesforce or AWS or some other technology, right? Example, programming, right? Programming is a concept. So people write the set of statements and execute, and it will give the result. If you say I am working for programming, the next question, which program? .NET or Java or Python? People ask, right? So .NET is from Microsoft, right? Java from Oracle, right? So like that, different companies they are offering different programming languages. So we work with one of the languages, right? In the same way, cloud computing is a concept. The process of providing the services through internet, so that we call as cloud computing. There are many companies by following this concept, they are offering different types of services. Okay, at high level, so what are the different services can be offered using cloud computing? Right? If you see this, okay, so software SaaS means software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. So mainly these are the different types of services can be offered using the cloud computing. Sorry. So these are the services can be offered using the cloud computing. Okay, so different companies they are offering different services. So example, Salesforce, they are only offering software as a service and platform as a service. Let's say Amazon, AWS. Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform. They are offering infrastructure as a service. Okay, so Salesforce is not famous for infrastructure as a service. Okay, mainly they are offering software as a service and platform as a service. Okay, so we'll discuss more about that. Okay, so the concept is no need to install anything in our system. Okay, as soon as we have internet browser, so log into the website and start working. So that's the concept. Okay, so software as a service. So what exactly we call as software as a service? So any software which we can access through browser, right? The websites we call as software as a service. So example, Facebook, Twitter, or on day-to-day whatever, Gmail, whatever we use, right? So all those are software as a service. So as soon as we have browser, we open Gmail and log in and we can check the emails, right? Google company, they are providing that. So example, let's say whatever Google as part of the Gmail they are providing, we can use that. Let's say I want something different. I have a requirement, the way how to compose email and all those things. I want to see in a different way. So person to person, they cannot so really do that, right? So whatever software they offer, we have to use it. If you don't like, you can use some other email. That's the concept, right? Some companies they only provide the software. So Facebook also same thing, right? So you can register, you can use it. So you cannot develop or something whatever you want, you cannot customize that, right? So those are software as a service. But some companies, right, when they offer the software, they also allow to modify that, right? Example, Facebook, they are not allowing to modify, but Salesforce, right, they also offer one of the web application. So that application as it is we can use, otherwise we can also modify using platform as a service. Okay, so platform as a service means we have a place where we can log in and customize the application whatever we see. Okay, more about that we'll discuss. Okay, so platform as a service is nothing but so we do the development and modify the whatever the application that company offer. So as per the requirements. So that is platform as a service. Okay, so infrastructure as a service means distributing the hardware through internet. So that process we call as infrastructure as a service. Okay, so mostly Amazon, Google, right, Microsoft, those companies they are offering these services. Okay, one of the example, let's say all of us we have let's say Gmail. You know about Google Drive where we can store some of the files, right? You can keep images, PDF files, and documents in the Google Drive. By default, up to 20 GB you can store, okay, per person. So let's say if you want more, so you want to store more than 20 GB, so then you can also purchase. Okay, there is a service called Google One, and from that, if you want 100 GB or 1 terabyte, you can buy. You need to pay monthly, and you can buy so that you will get 100 GB whatever you buy, so that you can store more files, right? So how Google company they are allocating 100 GB, right? Through internet, right? As soon as we have internet, we log in and access that. But when they say they are offering 100 GB, that hardware should be there somewhere, right? So what they'll do, they'll have the servers, Google company. The server looks like this, okay? So they maintain the servers. They install terabytes of memory and everything, and they distribute that memory virtually through internet, right? So you can also buy 100 GB or 1 terabyte, right? So thousands of people they buy based on their requirement. So all of those people, how Google company they are offering. So from the server, they will distribute that memory and allocate that memory to that person, whoever is purchasing, right? So that's what will happen. That's the one of the real time, one of the example on day to day, whatever we see. So one more example, right? Sometimes when you join in one of the project, we should work in client system. They don't allow to work in our personal laptop. So let's say we have the laptop and directly want to install something and use, they won't allow, right? You need to go to a website, something like VMware or Citrix. Once you enter username and password, you will log into their system, right? So there you see the softwares installed and the other applications, whatever you can access, all those things will be there, right? You can log in and you can access that. And also whatever the data you store, everything directly it stores in their system. But how they are distributing that system? So when you log in and check, you see something like 100 GB memory, 8 GB RAM, all those things, right? So all those things they install in the server and virtually they distribute, right? So let's say 20 people joined in the project. All 20 people they'll be having one system virtually. They will log in and they access that. So behind the scenes, what they'll do, they have the server like this and they distribute from here. Okay, so that's the concept of infrastructure as a service. And also the thing is Salesforce company, so they are not offering infrastructure as a service. Okay, so the next thing, so before we start with Salesforce, so what is the advantage? So why companies providing services using cloud computing? Before cloud computing, how it was, right? So let's say there is one company, they want to store their data, the company, a small company, they want to store the data, day-to-day data, right? Storing that data in a regular computer, it's not possible because we have some limitations, right? If you have a laptop, max maybe 1 terabyte memory we have, but company day-to-day data, whatever they use, they might need even more space, right? Maybe 10 terabyte or whatever. Okay, so olden days, what happened? They have to buy the server. Okay, server is like a supercomputer, like this, right? This cost more money, right? So it is expensive, not like our laptop, right? So it is like 1,000 times, 10,000 times costlier than laptop, right? So if it is a small company, buying this one is a hectic process, right? So to avoid that, right? If the let's say there is a company, so let's say one of the person starting a company, so they need some memory to store the data and everything. So instead of buying the server, if any company they are offering the services through cloud computing, they can start buying and they can only take whatever they want and they can save the money, right? So on day-to-day example, right? So cloud computing is a multi-tenant architecture kind of thing. So example, so let's say you want to buy the house. So what are the options we have? If you have more money, you want to buy one independent house, all those things, right? But if you want to buy in one of the city, one of the independent house, let's say it costs 10 crores, right? Buying with 10 crores means middle class people they cannot buy, right? So what are the other options? If you want to have the own house, the other option may be apartment flat, right? Maybe you'll get it for 1 crore or 2 crores in a city, right? So when you buy from a apartment, you get it for less price. But what is the difference between independent house and the apartment? In the apartment, you'll have your dedicated space, but few things you need to share with other people, right? So the electricity or water or maybe common function hall or gym or whatever playground area, right? So all the people in the apartment, so they use that, right? But you have your own dedicated space where you can enter and have hall, bedroom, and all those things, right? So due to this, right, one of the builder, okay, they are building a big building and they are selling the apartment flats. So whoever is buying, they get it for less price, and also the builder, whoever is selling, right? So whatever the land they have, in that they construct, let's say 100 flats or whatever. As a whole, whatever they get, that revenue is more when compared to independent house. Okay, so both will be benefited. The customer, whoever is using, the builder, whoever is offering this, right? So cloud computing also same concept. Multi-tenant architecture means tenant means who stay for rent, right? Multi-tenant means multiple. So, but how we apply this one to the technology? So, example, I'm saying about Google Drive, right? So I bought 100 GB from Google. So I have 100 GB space in my Google Drive, right? But where is that 100 GB? They'll maintain in one of the server. So Google is allocating that entire server to me? No, right? So from this server in one of the place, only 100 GB they are allocating to me. What about the remaining part of the hardware? They allocate to the other people whoever is purchasing from Google, right? Technically, my data is there in this server. Many other thousands of people's data also will be there in this server. So everyone they log in and access their own data, but technically everything is there in the same place, in the same server. Okay, so the thing is they have only one server, but they are distributing the hardware through thousands of people. So and also, right, I purchased at 100 GB. It's not that I use 100 GB, right? Out of 100 GB, I'm using only 50 GB. Maybe other people, let's say they have 1 terabyte, but they are using only 200 GB. So what about the remaining unused space? Meanwhile, they'll maybe distribute to other people, whoever is taking the license. Right? Dynamically, if you started consuming that memory, dynamically they will allocate the space or they will move the space to some other server. So like that they'll do. Okay. So internally, so they'll get more profit due to these services. Okay, that's the concept. Okay, so that's why cloud computing. So using cloud computing, both customer and the vendor whoever is offering the service, they will be benefited. Okay. So now, what is Salesforce? Right? Salesforce is one of the software company. They have headquarters in San Francisco. I think in the year 2000, 1999 or 2000, they started the company with the concept of no software, means no need to install anything. As soon as you have internet, you can start using. So with that concept, they started the company. And this software company, by following the cloud computing concept, right? Means no need to install anything. As soon as internet is there, you can start using the application. But what are the services they are providing? So they are providing two services: software as a service and platform as a service. So as a software as a service, they are offering CRM applications. Okay, and also whatever the CRM applications they are offering, to modify, they are providing the platform. Okay, using that platform, we can modify those applications. So these two services they are offering. Now for us, the question, what is that CRM? What is the meaning of CRM and what are those applications? So that what we have to understand, right? So now let's understand about that, and after that we'll discuss. Okay, so how exactly platform as a service and all those things. Okay, so CRM stands for customer relationship management, right? Um, so meaning, I mean, if you take any company, right? So in general, day-to-day example, most of the company they need CRM. Any company you think of, they need CRM. Example. So let's say one of the company who sell maybe cell phones. Okay, let's take Apple company, right? So Apple company also needs CRM, right? How they use CRM? So Apple company, they have iPhones, they have Apple laptops and iPads and so many devices. So how they sell those? So maybe Apple company, right? They won't directly sell to the end user. Mostly they sell to some of the vendors, distributors, right? Um, so when they have the, I mean, full concept to explain. So let me start like this. Sorry. Okay, so let's say Apple company, right? This company, they want to launch one of the product. Example, so iPhone 16. Okay, so but how people in the market know about iPhone 16 product, right? This is one of their product, right? But how we know that iPhone 16 is coming to the market? Can they'll maybe give advertisements and in the news, right? In their channels and in different ways they promote, saying that they are launching the new product, iPhone 16, right? So to launch that, obviously they have to spend some money, right? So they give the advertisements, maybe TV advertisements, paper advertisements, and maybe when we visit one of the websites, we see the ads are in the newspapers and news websites. We'll see about the new launch of the iPhone product, right? So the starting process for any company for a product is campaigning, right? Advertisements. So advertisement we call as campaign technically, right? campaign is nothing but advertisement. Different types of advertisements: paper advertisement, TV advertisement, internet advertisements, sponsoring for a event, different ways, right? So what is the advantage if they campaign? So what is the benefit they get? People in the market, they know about this, and they also, when they campaign, they explain about the features. So maybe the camera or whatever the new features available as part of the iPhone 16. So if people like, they'll start buying, right? But Apple company, it's not like we directly go and buy from Apple, right? We buy from some of the other companies, from one of the shop, some of the distributors of the Apple. Okay, so what will happen due to these advertisements? Those distribution companies, those companies, they approach Apple and buy the Apple products. So example, right? So Costco is one of the company. Okay, so they are also selling the iPhones. Okay, so let's say they want 10,000 quantity of the iPhones. They want to sell those iPhone mobiles in all the stores of the Costco, right? So this company, they approach due to that advertisement, right? So the thing is, anyone who respond for a advertisement, so that we call as lead. Okay, lead is someone who is showing interest. It's not like Costco company, they buy 10,000 phones, right? Immediately they won't buy. They'll say they have a requirement and they want to buy, right? It's a lead to that Apple company, right? So from the advertisements, the companies, they get leads. So in our current example, Apple company, they get the leads, maybe Costco or Walmart, or so maybe in India we have some Purvika or some different stores. So those people, they respond, right? So this lead will hold the information of the company and also the person who contacted from a company, right? So let's say Costco, it's a company. Someone from Costco, they have to call, right? Who is that person? What is that person? First name, last name, and what is his designation in the Costco company? So all those details they capture, right? So lead is nothing but someone, some company, or through company, someone who is having interest, right? It hold company information as well as the person information, right? So now the next phase, right? Lead is someone who is having interest. It's not like really they buy. Okay, the next phase, they'll check, right? From Apple company marketing team, they'll call and check. So what exactly they want and all those, right? After talking, if they say they're interested to proceed further, right? Lead will be converted as account and contact and opportunity, like that, right? So what is this account? Account is nothing but the company information. So whatever the company information is there, that will be captured as part of the account. And who called from that company, right? That person information will be captured as a contact, right? And the opportunity is nothing but a deal, right? So what they want? They want 10,000 iPhone 16, right? So that's a deal. So these will be created once lead is in interested. Okay. So now opportunity is a deal, right? So sales team, right? Apple company, they maintain sales team. They'll try to convince this Costco company and try to sell this, right? So what they'll ask Costco company, so they want to buy 10,000 iPhone 16. So what is the discount they can give, right? And what are the accessories or whatever the offers they provide? They'll check for that, right? So maybe they ask for the quotation from Apple company, right? From opportunity quote, right? Maybe as part of that quote, what are the products, right? So again, internally there are many things like products, how much quantity, and all those things will be captured. Okay, so if they like the quotation, okay, so they'll close the deal, means they'll buy. Once they buy, the money will be generated to Apple company, right? So that's the process. So the next thing, this is not the ending. The next thing, maybe this 10,000 phones, this Costco company, they sell to the end user, the individual persons, right? Once they buy from Costco, right? Maybe they provide warranty, right? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, extended warranty, whatever. In that time period, if something happens to the phone, right? So what we can do, we can directly contact Apple, not maybe even though you buy from Costco, can directly call to Apple and get the service, right? So Apple company, any service request, any problem with the product, right? So once we call to Apple, they'll create a case, right? Case is nothing but some kind of service request, right? Maybe requesting for a bill or requesting for there is a damage and we want to fix that. So all those, any problem, service request, anything what we are asking them to provide details, that they create as a case and capture, right? And also once they solve the problem, they capture that as a knowledge article, right? Going forward, if someone having same kind of problem, they look into that and they'll try to solve. Okay, so this is what happens when we deal with any company. Okay, so out of this, so this part, campaign, conducting the campaigns and generating the leads, this is marketing team. They maintain a team called marketing, and the responsibility of generating the leads by giving the advertisements, that should be done by the marketing team. Okay, the next phase, once the lead is generated, and from the lead, once the account and contact and opportunity is generated, sales team, right? So they have to convince the customer, they have to provide the codes and maybe take the offer the discounts and sell it, right? So until selling the products, until closing the deal successfully, the sales team they'll handle, right? The next phase is service, right? After selling the product, if there is any problem with the product, service team, they'll take care of taking the calls from the customer and create a case and work with the team to solve it and all those things, right? So these are the different teams. They use CRM. Okay, this is nothing but the CRM, right? As part of the CRM, you see marketing, sales, and service, these kind of applications. Okay, just understand. Maybe let me take one more example, right? So maybe let's take one of the internet service provider, let's say Airtel, right? Airtel company, so what they offer? they offer maybe the mobile services, mobile network services. They also offer internet, right? So let's say there is a software company, they want internet, right? So let's say Airtel is one of the company. How that software company know about Airtel? They have a brand, right? So Airtel, maybe in India, the other options what we have, Geo and other offers. So let's say maybe based on whatever they are offering, they want to go with Airtel, right? But Airtel company, they also right promote their brand, and they so people should know that they are offering the high speed internet and all those things. They keep on give the advertisements, right? So campaign. But here Airtel company, let's talk about internet. So internet, is it a product? Is it like you buy one time and use it? No, right? So this time Airtel company internet is a service, right? We need to pay monthly, right? So after 6 months, if you don't pay, you won't get that service. They stop that service. iPhone is like one time if you buy, it will be there forever with you. But Airtel is not product based, it's a service based. For them also same process. They give the advertisement, people know about that, right? If someone responds saying internet, they want one of the software company. So that company information plus the person information will be captured, and maybe Airtel team they call, and they are showing interest, it will be converted as account, contact, and opportunity, right? So account, that software company name, contact, who called from that software company, that person name, opportunity, let's say they want internet for 100 employees, that much bandwidth internet they want. Okay, so like that will be generated. Even they also provide the quotation, right? And if they like, they can buy. And next phase is also service, right? Internet is not working, then one of the support team from Airtel, so they have to fix that. So like that, you think about any business, there is a CRM. Even for my training, I am using Salesforce CRM. So for me, how I am using, so I also give campaigning in the sense, so maybe whenever I start the batch, I distribute through WhatsApp group, or sometimes I post in Facebook and Google business page, like that, right? Through references, somehow someone, people approach me, right? Anyone who approach me for training is a lead, right? So maybe I have individual persons, and I also have some companies. There is a consultancy and they want to train 10 people. So different people they respond. That's a lead for me, right? So lead, let's say if it is from one of the consultancy. So when I convert that lead in account, that company name, contact, to whom I am giving training as part of that company, those person names, and opportunity means, I mean, what they want. Let's say they want admin plus development training. So like that, I can capture, right? So now for me, lead is someone who is showing interest, but when it will be converted as account, contact, and opportunity. So let's say someone is interested for training, and I don't have the batch, right? So it will stop there. They contacted, but nothing. So let's say I started a batch, and if they have I mean, the timing is suitable and all those things. If they join the demo, then I'll convert this as account, contact, and opportunity, right? So now it's not like since opportunity is created, you are joining, right? So demo is just to understand how this training is going on. So after the demo, if you don't like, right, you won't join. So it will stop here. So let's say if you like, if you join the training, right? So for regular classes, you'll pay the fee and join, right? So that means for me money is generated. So the next thing, even the case is something like resume preparation or whatever the core is. So I'm not seriously creating the cases, but this is how all those queries, everything can be captured and so maintained. Okay, so you think about any business. Okay, CRM is there. Okay, maybe I'm only using sales. Some companies they only use service. Some companies they use everything, sales, service, marketing, everything. Okay, it's all based on the company needs. Okay, so that's about the CRM. Okay, so we have to know about the CRM properly. Okay, so before we proceed further, right? Any questions about understanding CRM? Okay, so now as part of the CRM, I am saying, right, different modules are there. So Salesforce company, as part of the CRM, so they are offering three applications, right? So marketing, sales, and service. So these applications they are offering. Okay, so just these are some examples how the advertisements, right? From advertisement, lead will be generated, but how lead will be generated? Maybe lead can be captured from a website. They fill the form and it will be captured. From live chat, it will be captured. Or they call and that time the information will be captured like that in different ways, right? So again, it will be converted as account, contact, and opportunity. So opportunity is a deal. Again, we give quotation, and if they like, right, then they'll buy and support and all this. Right? This is CRM. Okay. So now, along with the CRM applications, the Salesforce company, they are also offering the platform. Using that platform, okay, nowadays they are calling this as Salesforce.com platform. Okay, using that, we can modify those. It's like we get the ready-made applications, right? So any, let's say, who is using Salesforce? Who is going to use Salesforce in these examples? So Apple company to manage their CRM. They will register with Salesforce and they start using the Salesforce. Or Airtel company to manage their CRM. They have to register with Salesforce, right? So there are different plans. Based on that, they have to register and pay, right? Monthly, they have to pay to Salesforce. Maybe billing cycle is year. So yearly they have to pay and use that. Okay. So Apple, Airtel, these kind of companies, they register with Salesforce and start using the Salesforce services. So when they register, they get marketing, sales, and the service those applications. To modify those applications, platform, right? So Salesforce.com platform is there using that. So we can modify those ready-made applications as per the client requirements, right? That's what we do. So maybe for you to show you how Salesforce looks, okay? So let me log into one of the account. I'll also explain, right, how to register and how we work with this. we'll discuss. Okay, I mean, for now, don't bother about so how to log in, what is the website. I'll explain clearly. Okay, so just to show you, right? So any company, once they sign up and register, so they get the website like this. So here they see the applications, right? Service, sales, maybe marketing, right? All these applications they see, so they can access, right? Campaign, if you see campaign and all these things, they can access. What I am trying to say, along with accessing this, even if they want, they have some requirements, right? Company to company, the way how they operate is different, right? Apple company, so how their business, the process is different when compared to Airtel, right? Airtel is something different. So company to company, maybe the core process of CRM is same, but the way how they access the application and all those things will be different, right? So how we achieve those things? For that we have Salesforce platform, right? Nothing but it's not like that is something other website, right? In the same website, there is something called setup, and from this area, we can modify these applications. In the process of modifying these applications, some of the modifications we can do with the point and click. No need to write any code, just with the point and click configuration, we can achieve the requirement. So that that we are calling as administration, right? But whatever some requirements we cannot achieve with the out of the box tools, means the point and click tools provided by Salesforce. So that time we also need to do the development, right? So that part is fall under development. Okay, so that's why when we work with the Salesforce, you see mainly about Salesforce administration and development. Administration means only point and click tools, some formulas, a few things we do and work. So not much coding, but development means so we have to write the code. Okay, so what kind of code we need to write and all those things we'll discuss. Okay, but high level we are understanding how it is. Okay, so that's about this Salesforce CRM applications and the platform what they use. So before we proceed further, right? So for any questions, anyone? So anyone from non-technical background, like civil, mechanical, don't know about any computer language, something? Okay, so maybe some of you really, if you don't know, maybe some people they don't know what is server and those kind of things. Okay, so for that I'll share one PPT. Okay, so you can go through that so that you'll understand some of the basics, right? So example, so this one, right? So we should aware of what is server and all those things. Okay, I mean, client is nothing but the laptop or the mobile or iPad, whatever we use. So that's a device, right? Client from where we operate, right? So let's say you are opening YouTube, youtube.com, enter from your laptop, right? But to access YouTube, you should have internet, right? In your home or in your mobile. If you don't have internet, You cannot open YouTube, you cannot watch video, right? To access, either you should have the internet connection in our home, or through mobile you have to connect it to internet and access YouTube, right? So once you enter youtube.com and you have internet, then the request will go to YouTube, right? So YouTube, right? They maintain the server. Okay, so server, they won't, it's not like they have only one server. They maintain hundreds of servers, hundreds of thousands of servers, right? So where is this server located? Right? Let's say I'm in Bangalore and I'm opening internet, enter, right? YouTube, where is the YouTube server? They maintain servers in different locations. Maybe in India, some servers, US, some servers, Japan, some servers, like that. Okay, when you enter, and whichever is in the nearest place, let's say they don't have in India, they have in US, the request will come to US, right? Through internet. When you enter, the request will go to this server, right? But how this server is connected to internet? Server also should be connected to internet, right? So how it is going there? They'll have hundreds of servers, right? So internally, right? So maybe we see like internet is wireless, but internally, right? All countries, they are connected through wires under the ocean, right? There are many cables. If you see India, in India, right? If you see here, so we have some places, some ports. Okay, so ultimately, if you see here, one, two, three, four, in India, maybe in Bangalore or Chennai or wherever you are, right? When you how you access internet, ultimately through wires, it will be connected to one of these ports. From here, the request will go, and let's say US is somewhere here, it will reach from there, and so maybe within the home to home also you see something, they connect through wire, right? But through Wi-Fi you access in a wireless manner. So it's like that. Okay. So ultimately, the request will go to server, right? Servers looks like this. There can be many servers. Okay. So from that, it will return that video content, and we see that in our computer browser. Right in the background, that's what will happen. Okay? Server is nothing but that part. Okay. This just in case if you are non-technical, so I'll share these kind of things. Or you have to ask me so that I can explain even in a basic way. Okay, but if you are understanding, it is fine. Okay, so that's about this. Okay, so just understanding about what is Salesforce and what are the different services they are offering. Tomorrow we'll discuss more. Okay, so how exactly, so if they don't use Salesforce, if they go with the regular software, so what is the difference, right? What is the benefit of using Salesforce? And all those more details we'll discuss. Okay, for today, yeah, this is what we discussed. And any questions so far, you can ask. Any questions, anyone?
Hey, Srini.
Yeah, hi, Krishna.
So there is no coding in the admin side, is it correct?
Yeah, there is no coding, just a point and click configuration and small formulas we need to write.
And in the dev side, it will be a little bit of coding, correct?
Yeah, we do coding, right? Dev side, it's like a full stack, right? So
Mm.
we use Apex. one of the coding, one of the programming language.
Okay.
We also do the UI development. So little bit we need to know about HTML, JavaScript, CSS, those things for UI. And we also write the database commands, right? But not much complex. So simple,
So
easy. Yeah.
so you will tell us about JavaScript, HTML, and all that also.
Yeah. Whatever is required for Salesforce. So all those things we discuss.
Okay.
Hi, Shrinu. Like, good morning.
Hi.
Like, I really wanted to learn flows. So, on which part it lies, like in dev or admin? Automation flow, I wanted to know.
Yeah. So that is part of the administration, right? So as part of
Okay,
the admin, we have, I mean, after creating the application object fields, so validation rules and flows. These are the major concepts.
okay.
Flow,
Uh, s-
data loader. Yeah.
so like, other than in the classes, like if you have other doubts, like in the creation of flow, so we can ask in the classes also, right?
Yeah, you can ask. So when you attend, right?
Okay,
Mainly that flow sessions, once we start that, you can ask more questions. So let's say other topic is going on and I have question, you can ping me. Or there is a WhatsApp group. Okay. So you can also
okay,
look there. And also there are many affiliated websites. Okay. That part um, I'll explain tomorrow. Okay. So you know, right? Already, I think you know about Trailhead, correct?
yes.
Yeah. So do you know how to use this Trailblazer
E,
community?
e, no, community, I don't know, but
Yeah.
trailhead, I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
So what I recommend, right? Even you can ask in our WhatsApp group. Okay.
okay.
But in community also you can ask. Okay, there people, right?
So like today, I wanted to know, like I'm like into building
Mm.
some of the flow. Like the flow name is like whenever the event is created, we have to get a mail on the custom object. So this automation like flow, I wanted to build it.
Okay,
So
so can you repeat again? What is the requirement?
whenever the event is created,
Mhm.
the mail we have to like email we should get on the custom object.
But a custom object email will go to some person, right? What do you mean
Uh,
custom object?
Yes, yeah, yeah. Okay, email will go to some persons, but it should be on then a custom object. The event starting like we create a flow, right? It should be on the event. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, I mean event is a standard object, right?
Okay.
But why you are talking about custom object?
Uh,
Exactly what?
event in the sense like in contacts we'll get a event, right? Contacts event like whenever we have to start date end date. So whenever like we gave some start date, end date created, so the email population should get like this. It is something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that I understood. But wha- you are saying something about custom object, right? What is that?
Like maybe I'm misconfused or
Yeah,
something. I
yeah, yeah. So,
criteria.
yeah, get the requirement with some clarity.
Okay,
Okay? Then people can.
okay,
Okay. So obviously you can
okay,
ask in the WhatsApp group or you can ping me. Okay. But in working hours, I might not respond quickly. Okay. But
okay,
what I am suggesting alternatively. Okay.
okay.
If you have Trailhead, right? You log in.
Yes. Okay,
So here you see something like go to community feed. Okay.
okay,
You see this. So you go here and post your question.
okay,
Okay. So obviously people will respond. but you
Okay.
have to ask in some right clear manner.
Proper. Yeah, clear.
Yeah, when you say custom object, why you are saying custom object, right?
Okay.
Standard object. Yeah,
Okay. Basically, my question is like, whenever the event is created, the email we have to send the email.
to whom?
Like given email, like administrator or admin, whatever system admin email is there. So the email should go to that person.
Yeah, but it should be clear, right? So
Okay.
you want to go to system admin or so do you have that clarity to whom we need to send email?
Yeah, system admin.
But system admin can be many people on the system admin profile, right?
Okay.
There are 10
Yeah.
people to whom you should go.
Okay.
So, I mean, even if you post questions, people ask all these questions.
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Once
Yes.
you
I got
provide, yeah, this will be useful, maybe, right? Uh,
that. Okay.
for general questions. But if
Okay.
some personalized, I mean, a few things
Okay.
you cannot reveal in community, you can ping.
Okay. And the thing is that like after attending this your session, I can able to create such kind of flows confidently.
Yeah, obviously, we discuss about all the scenarios of the flows.
Okay.
And
So
also you can ask all your questions, right? I think already you are working. You might have
uh,
many questions in our mind, right, while creating the flow. So you can
yes.
ask everything. We'll discuss based on that.
Okay. That would be great help.
Yeah. So
That it would be in an admin only, not in a dev, right? That
yeah, but flow is one part, right? So let's say
okay.
100% out of 100%, flow is 20% syllabus.
Okay.
But other
o-
than flows, there are many other things also.
Okay.
So we have to understand about, about experience builder, right? The
Yes.
data loading using data loader, data import wizard, reports, dashboards, approval process. There are many things.
Okay.
Okay? I mean,
My
mhm.
Yeah, my concern is like I wanted to be on strong on that flow, whether it should be in an Apex or creating the flow. So it would be great help if I gain that knowledge from you or from your session.
Yeah, that I understood. But maybe in our current project, we are focusing on the flow, right? But
Okay.
ultimately, you will also get
Mm-hmm.
requirements on other areas, right?
Okay.
You might need to
Okay.
create a formula field, a roll-up summary, or validation rule, report, right?
Okay.
I mean, you have to focus on everything. Flow is one part as part of the administration.
Okay.
Maybe in our current project, you have requirements on this. Maybe if
Uh, y-
flow
yes.
help going forward, you should know everything. Yeah.
The from the trailhead, we can learn all the other things easily, but the flow we can't learn over there. So the main reason we need help it from you.
Yeah.
So
I mean, flow also there are modules, right?
yeah, but I think a strong technical background we need for creating such logics and flows. I think like other than
Yeah,
dashboards, reports, we can do it like by referring.
yeah, yeah. That will be there, but I am saying right. That is like
Okay.
20 to 30% syllabus. Okay. But the thing
Okay.
is, it won't come in first 2 weeks.
Okay.
Flow will be after at least after 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, first 2 weeks we discuss about application, object, fields, validation rules, formula fields, right?
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. The thing is that like I need a strong grasp in the flows. So I
That will
was
be there, but that will be somewhere later. Okay.
okay. No problem.
Yeah. Any other questions?
No, fine from my side.
Yeah. So others, any questions you can ask?
Sir, how soon we can get this session recordings?
Um, now for us, night time, right? So in my morning, I'll share.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe you can like one day, 12 hours delay, something like that.
okay.
You'll
So
send it
you're
in
at,
email only.
Yeah, maybe for now I'll send it through email. Okay, going forward, I'll create a Excel sheet. Okay, so I'll share it with you. Daily, you can check that sheet. You can bookmark and check. Daily, I will add the link there. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's a YouTube link.
And the last thing, the timing would be the same, 8 IST, 8 a.m. IST.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, daily 1 hour classes will be there, not more than that. Or
yeah. Daily 1 hour. But if people ask questions, keep on. I can extend. But if no one is asking question, 1 hour.
okay, then and then free to ask any of the doubts, questions in that session. Okay, got that.
Yeah, if you ask, yeah, it's good, right? So otherwise,
Yeah.
yeah, because what is happening, people are paying fee
Okay.
and they are only watching recording and not attending live session.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask questions, even I explain more.
Okay, got that.
I mean,
So tomorrow onwards, it would be an paid one, paid session. So
no,
today was
it's not like that. So what
okay.
I'm saying, I go with the syllabus, right?
Okay.
So I'll explain. But when you ask question, something else, something extra, we discuss something even more, right? That way
Okay.
people get more benefit.
Yeah. Okay. Completely fine. Got that.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah, hi Srini. This is Bindu.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, so I'm completely from non-technical. So will I be able to learn this one within this, given period?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. So, but if you are not understanding something, just let me know. Okay.
Okay. No, is there anything like if I learn Java, is it, it will be easy to learn Salesforce. Is there anything like?
No, I recommend focusing on this course. So
Okay.
don't need to learn separately something else. Okay, as
Okay.
part of this course, we need to understand everything. That's the agenda, right?
What I'm asking, there is not a dependent, like if I learn Java, then only I can able to learn Salesforce like that.
No, no, there is no dependency with Java. Okay,
Okay then. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's like if you don't know, also I start from scratch. Even though you know, also I start from scratch, right? But the problem
Yes.
is if you know, people try to compare and they get more confusion.
Yes.
It's like that. Okay, so
Yeah.
separately try to learn. Don't know, just leave
Okay.
it and focus on this course.
Okay. Okay, Sri.
Yeah.
sir, do we need to know the sequel or something, or is it not necessary?
Yeah, not necessary. Here we use something called SOQL.
Okay,
When compared to SQL, right? So very limited syntax. Okay.
okay, okay,
Yeah, in 2 hours, 3 hours, you'll be understanding everything, how to query and
okay,
all those things. Yeah.
okay. So first three demos are like we don't need to pay, right, sir?
Yeah, yeah, correct. First three, no need to pay. Yes.
Okay, so after that we can, yeah, we
Yeah.
need to pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Sir, if you have any time, like uh, if you explain those uh, basics of computer or something it will be little helpful for non-technical people.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, right? So in
Yeah.
general, every time I use it to start from those basics.
Okay.
Yeah, at least one person, if they say they don't know, I start
Yeah.
from those basics and continue.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, if
Even
you
I.
really, yeah, you can frankly just tell me, right? I'm not understanding, then I'll try to explain in such a way.
Okay,
Okay?
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anyway, so I will
but
repeat
you will but you will share the uh, like those
documents. Yeah,
yeah. Okay, sir.
I'll share
Thank
that,
you.
and tomorrow again I'll revise and we'll continue from there.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So any other questions? Okay. So maybe in next two sessions I'll explain more about what are the other Salesforce affiliated websites, where to register, and all those things. And also, right, I'll share recordings and all that process. I'll explain. Okay. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow if you don't have any questions.
Last thing, Srinu, like we in this session, like any we learn about the AI form or
AI.
some coming session. AI about the AI. Salesforce has introduced AI, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anything we learn about that AI, like Einstein AI, these all comes under the your admin and dev.
No. So as per, those are new topics, right? And
Okay,
new products. Okay. So
okay,
Einstein AI is part of the CRM analytics. Okay.
okay,
CRM analytics is a different module. Okay. All those things. I mean, there are many things which we cannot discuss in this training. Okay.
okay,
Because Salesforce, they have many other clouds, right? They have
okay,
core marketing cloud, which is
okay,
different from marketing application, right? And there are many things like Salesforce CPQ, Omni, Studio, right?
okay,
Those are not, I mean, those if we discuss, it will be 1 year. Okay, so
okay, okay,
those are different products.
okay. They don't
So
fall under in this.
yeah, tomorrow I'll touch those. Okay, so maybe when you apply for the job, people try to ask all those things, right? They ask about
Yes.
Salesforce, Commerce Cloud, and many things. Commerce Cloud is completely different, right? MuleSoft is completely different. There are many things different. So here,
Say
yeah,
Salesforce AI has become nowadays like mandatory, so I was asking on that. Einstein
uh,
activity and Salesforce AI.
yeah, maybe they introduce it, but as per my experience, right? If they
Okay,
introduce, at least it take 3 years, 4 years to adapt by the people.
okay,
It's like that. So there is something like LWC, right?
okay,
They introduced it in 2019,
okay,
but from last 2 years only, people, I mean, strictly they are using. So it's like that. Yeah,
okay,
we have some time to learn that.
okay,
Maybe I cannot include everything in this training because already this training duration is like people are, yeah, thinking like it's more duration. Okay.
okay,
So what you
okay,
can do, you can go with the trailhead. I'll provide those trailhead references, all those things. Okay.
okay,
You can do that. And
okay.
also, since we are talking about this, you know, right? Those certifications are free until end of
Yes,
the month.
yes,
Um, all of you maybe, right, since we are starting with Salesforce, since we have that offer, just all of you just register. It's free. Okay, so the process is, I think already you might have WebSSR account, right? So there is a website, this one. and you can maybe first time you can just create, but give the proper email address which you use. And also when you log in while registering, provide your full proper name, not like some shortcuts and all. Okay, in your certification, your full name should come. Okay, so registering here is free, right? Once you register, you can log in. So once you log in, you can start booking the exams. Okay, there is something like AI. Maybe tomorrow I'll explain. You can register for free. Otherwise, it is like I think one is $100, other one $200. I think I'll explain those next 2 days. We'll discuss those. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. I mean, I encourage to ask questions. If you ask questions, we'll keep on discuss and it will be good. Okay, and try to
Hello,
attend
sir.
regularly. Yeah.
So this is Sujata. I just want to know if there are any notes that we need to take it during the class, or just watch the video and understand.
Yeah. I mean, no need to take any running notes, right? Whatever I'm explaining, I'm sharing the recording, right? So that time, if you want, you can watch and take the notes, right? So in the
Okay,
live
thank you.
session, just try to focus on whatever I'm explaining. Maybe now I'm typing, right? So after the first 3 sessions, mostly everything will be practical, right? So I'll be going and I'll be right clicking and saying how to create, right? So all those are like
Okay,
so practical. Need to click here,
okay,
create. It's like that. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever I'm typing here, I'll share this notes, whatever PPT and whatever everything I'll share. Okay. There will be Excel, something like this, right? I'll update all recording. Trailhead references I'll add here, and all links I'll share. Okay. So mostly if you
Okay,
bookmark this one, notes, everything you can access here. Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Check.